Hello, world. Welcome to WFHR's Rapids Report for this August 8th, 2025. I have your host, James, here. We want to say a big thank you to Crockett Septic for sponsoring the show. We appreciate them. And we appreciate our great friend, Bill Arneson, being with us right now for Tri-Norse City Ski Club. We're going to be talking about the Winter Park Annual Mini Mudder coming up. We also want to send a big thank you to our friends at Visit Wisconsin Rapids Bureau setting this interview up. Appreciate Meredith and the gang over there. Bill, it's great to see you. Thanks a lot for the time, sir.
Well, thank you.
I thought that if you don't mind, Bill, we could start off with a little background, a little history about the Tri-Norse Club and go from there.
Okay, if you want me to go back into the history, we started the hill way back in 1928. We had our first meet on the hill in 1932. So we've been around for quite a while.
Yeah.
And a little background on the Tri-Norse Ski Club. This was originally founded by three Norwegians, my father, Gunnar Rebney, and Ingmar's and they were incorporated as a nonprofit organization in 1934. These three Norwegians got the name Tri-Norse because one lived in Nakusa, one in Port Edwards, and one in Wisconsin Rapids, and they were all Norwegians. So they said Tri-Norse.
I love that. Oh, that's it. I've always wondered that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's how they got the name of Tri-Norse Ski Club. Then a few years back, since we've added some events, we changed it to the Tri-Norse Ski Club in Winter Park.
Yeah.
And so now we're known as the Tri-Norse Ski Club in Winter Park.
It's a fun area over there. That I've lived in this area for 20-some years, and it's one of the most consistent things I've heard is how much people love Tri-Norse and love that area over there.
It is nice, and we've tried to expand it a little bit. I'll get into that a little bit. Unfortunately, the last couple of years, because of lack of snow, we've had to cancel our jumping meets. But this year we hope to have one that's it's to be determined yet.
Yeah. We'll be keeping our audience up to date on that information too.
Okay, but for this summer now, the next event is going to be the what we call the mini mudder. It's for kids from 5 to 15, and we've had them as young as 4 years old.
Oh wow!
And we've been working hard on the course, and so we've had a lot of improvements. And it's ages 5 to 15, and it's an open obstacle course, meaning you compete it at your own speed and you return to any of the obstacles many times as you want. Again, this year, the Rome Fire Department will be there to hose the kids down and clean them up a little bit after they get through with the mudder.
Might be my favorite part, actually.
We've had a lot of the kids go through more than one. So, especially if it's a warm day like today.
Yeah. This is going to go from 11 to 4. It'll be coming up August 16th and 17th, and we'll get those details out there for you again for everybody. And Bill, if somebody hasn't had a chance to experience this event, or even Tri-Norse and everything, there's so much that we could talk about that area. But I do want to note right away, if you go there just for the view, you're going to be happy. You're going to enjoy yourself. I love, one of my favorite things about central Wisconsin is just in random places you are and just the view. If you just take a look around and just really take in the nature of it and the beauty of it, there's nothing like it in that particular spot, and especially with the mound itself and the ability to be so high up and everything. There's nothing like that view.
It's something that you can't see from the road.
Yeah.
You have to drive in. If the gate is open, anybody is welcome. And this weekend of the 15th and 16th, 16th and 17th, we will be there. The spectating is free. The kids do pay a small fee for running the course. And we will have T-shirts for those that registered early.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear. It's really nice.
And also, on that day, or both days, concessions will be available inside the chalet, which was built a while back, including tacos, pulled pork, and homemade mac and cheese. And we'll have cheeky face painting there on Saturday from 12 to 2. So the little kids can really get into it.
Oh, they love that. Yeah. And getting your face painted before you go on the mini mutter, that's pretty cool. That's going to be fun for them.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of fun, and we've had over 100 kids. One year we had 150.
Wow.
And we used to have this in June, but we switched to August because of the baseball season and whatever.
Sure.
And so we're hoping to get better turnouts.
Yeah. When it comes to the course itself, too, this is something that kids have done for years over there. It's a safe, fun time for them. And it, Bill, it's not too long of a course, is it? It doesn't seem like it is.
No. The little guys have a little problem with it because one of these obstacles is climbing the hill, the underhill, the 55-meter. But overall, it's about a mile. And they go through different obstacles. I think there's 18 obstacles. And each one, or most of them anyway, have a mud puddle. And the kids just enjoy that tremendously.
And I do want to take a moment too to thank the Rome Fire Department for coming down. That we appreciate them, certainly appreciate them, and just for what they do, let alone these added things that they do coming to events like this. And it makes me think of something too, Bill. I've mentioned this a couple of times actually in recent weeks, that when I was a kid, my first field trip I went to was Chicago Fire Department, and I just fell in love with fire trucks and firemen and all this, and it really set off a real respect and appreciation for that industry and the people of it. And I think of that spark, and that spark can happen for any of these kids coming to this event too. And they get a spark and a love for this sport, a love for Derek Hughes Mound and all of these things, and some pride in their area, some love and pride for their area that can happen just from having fun, just from having a good time and a great memory and stuff. It's another thing that I wanted to note too, if you don't mind, Bill, just for a second. When I talk to a lot of younger people, and anybody really of any age, but especially younger people, when they're looking at events, when they're looking at things they want to attend, they want something that's going to create memories. They want something that they're years from now, they're going to look back on and talk about with their kids and those kind of things. This is one of the signature events for that. This is a memory-making event. It's such a fun one, and really something that you're going to think back on a lot. You don't have this event everywhere. We're very lucky in this area to have an event like this.
And we get people from all over. We've had them from Wausau, from Stevens Point, and even further, Madison. Once the word gets out,
Yeah, they're coming. And we want a great turnout for this year. We're certainly on our morning show and our other shows. We're going to be talking about this and making sure you guys get a good turnout and a bunch of kids down there for this one. And wanted to make sure that everybody understood as well that, as you touched on before, if the gates open, even outside of that this coming weekend, it's going to be open for people, and people can check it out if you've ever wanted to see more and know more about Tri-Norse.
Right, and we have a couple of other things coming up where they could really take advantage of the area. On September 11th, from 5:30 to 6:30, it's going to be a remembrance of the 9/11 disaster, and the patrons can climb the hill on their own time in honor of those that lost their lives on September 11th.
That's beautiful. That is very nice.
We'll be handing out complimentary bottled water at this event.
That's nice.
And then the next thing that we have, where the people can really enjoy it, is the third Saturday in October, which is the 18th this year. We will be hosting a Colorama from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we'll have area vendors in there and music by Bob Allen and the second annual chili cook-off.
Oh, nice, bringing it back. All right,
That's
great.
Right. So, and we give rides up to the top of the underhill, and then the people can walk up the scaffold on the 55-meter, and from there they can see 4 counties, and hopefully the colors will be out.
It's my favorite time of year, and to be able to see it from that angle, I've been trying. I got to get there this year. I haven't been able to get there yet. I've got to check that out. That's got to be amazing. I've been up there in the summer. I've seen it like that. I've never seen it in autumn around that time. That's got to be a heck of a view.
If we have the color, even if we don't have the color, we haven't had the color for a couple of years now. But if we have the color this year, it will be tremendous.
there is so many tremendous things and beauty happening over there at Tri-Norse. And among all this, one of our mantras around here, buy local, support local. That includes our great friends over at Tri-Norse Ski Club in Winter Park. Did you have anything else, Bill? I didn't want to cut you off there.
I just want to say thanks to the Town of Rome and Visit Rome organization and the Central Wisconsin, I think it's called the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Yeah.
They have been very, very supportive of us. And we want to thank them. And hopefully we'll see a lot of people on the 16th and 17th.
Yeah, I second that. Big shout out to both of those organizations. We really appreciate them and appreciate you hanging out with us, Bill, and letting our audience know more about not only Tri-Norse and the Ski Club, the Winter Park, but these great events coming up. We are going to be talking about them a lot on our shows and making sure you get a good turnout for all of these.
We appreciate it, and thanks to WFHR.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you. Keep in mind, everybody, you can find out more about this by going to their website, trinorse.org, trinorse.org. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and share their posts on your page so other people can see them and attend these great events and buy local, support local. A big thank you to them and all of you for listening, and thank you to Crockett Septic for sponsoring the show. We appreciate them. Thank you for listening to another edition of WFHR's Rapids Report.